Right, so if you guys don't know, I've actually been rocking the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra since it came out. It's been my daily driver, I've been using it every single day, and yeah, I've had no problems at all with this device. And now we have the new generation of the S series, which is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. In today's video, I'm going to be putting these two phones side by side, comparing them, and just doing a little bit of a first video. I'm not really going to go in depth of the ins and out of these two devices, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of what to expect with these two devices when it comes to comparing them together. Anyway, let's get straight right into the video. You guys are in this video is going to be lit because it is iEman. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the family. So like I said, I'm going to be putting these two phones side by side and just tell you guys a little bit much about it. And yeah, just looking at it from the design aspect and just looking at it as two phones put side by side as if you were comparing these two phones to actually purchase one for yourself. Right, so as you guys know, the S21 Ultra came out last year, 2021, and the S22 Ultra came out this year, 2022. Right, so you're trying to decide which one you should get. It's completely up to you, but personally, because I'm a tech guy and you have a YouTube channel, I have to have this device because I need to compare it and see what the hype is about and bring you guys these kind of videos so you guys can understand a little bit more about these two devices. Anyways, I would personally stick with my S21 Ultra, but like I said, it's entirely up to you. So first of all, let's run down the main difference on these devices, the back of the device. So the back of the device, the camera module is the most, literally the baitest change you can find in these two devices. But first of all, if I talk about the camera, looking at both devices underneath the light I'm using to film this video right now, I feel like the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra has more of that nice matte finish of that pumpkin black, and the S22 Ultra is kind of a little bit weaker in that matte finish black. These two blacks are completely different shades. I can look at it and I can tell you now, they're both completely different shades. You probably won't notice it at all if you're not really looking for it, but it's just worth to let you guys know that it has a little bit of a different shade to it. Right, main thing about these devices is the camera module. So obviously from the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, Samsung obviously introduced us with the 108 megapixel camera, and then the camera module as well was a rectangular camera module, but it was kind of standing by itself alone, obviously with the lenses inside of it. And then the S22 Ultra came out, and they decided to move that module a little bit closer to the edge of the phone, leaving us with a nice simple design like this. So it kind of just flows with the device, which looks absolutely nice. But then the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, they've changed it up a little bit. They've ditched the whole rectangle looking kind of shape or whatever, and they've gone with just a nice steady single lens kind of look, just like the just like the iPhone 13. They have the single modular camera, which Samsung has actually looked upon and actually implemented it in their devices with the singular lens design, which looks very nice. Looks very nice. But the only problem that I have noticed with this singular lens is the fact that if you pick this phone up, it's not so much of a fingerprint magnet, but it does gather up a few fingerprints, and you go to actually wipe this device and you wipe it on yourself, or you wipe it with whatever cloth you have or whatever, and you wipe it and sweet, nice, it's all nice and white. One thing I have noticed, which is a little bit annoying, and you don't get that with it at Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, is when you wipe it and then you look at it back, the camera lens at the back, you can see the little fiber dust which is all around the camera lens. So the top, middle, and the bottom one, and even these small ones on the side, the sensors, you can see the little dust particles just trapped all around there. And try blowing it out, tried all that, you got rid of it just a little bit, but you can still see that there is still some dust particles left on there. That's my only big issue with the back of these devices, and the fact that they've made the camera lens single. It's a little bit annoying because when I clean my phone, I want it to be clean, no dust, and yeah, if you want to get rid of them, you need like a cutting board or something like that to get in there and clean it off. But yeah, that's the rear of the device. Now moving on to the sides of the device and the edges, everything is still the same. The lock button and the volume rocker up and down is still the same place. At the bottom as well is a little bit different. Everything is looking the same, but there is just one difference. So as you can see at the bottom, right, so as you can see at the bottom here, actually it's a little bit different. The placement of the placement of the SIM injector and the speaker grills has been swapped around on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So instead of the speaker grills to be on this side, yeah, so instead of it being on this side with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, it's actually on this side, as you can see it there. Then the middle is your your USB-C charging port, and then on this side, on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, we have the S Pen, and that's the biggest major difference with the bottom of these devices, and that is the S Pen. S Pen, nice to use, but it just reminds me of the Samsung Galaxy Note series. So I'm not really a big fan of it, but other people might like it, but me, I'm not really a big fan of it. If I was a fan of it, I would go ahead and buy the Note series, but I'm not a fan of it. So why is Samsung adding it in the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra package? I don't understand. It makes the phone a lot more chunkier, wider, and it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to kind of get to grips with when you're actually handling this phone with one hand. But with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, there's no S Pen, there's nothing. So you can literally just hold it in one hand and do what you have to do, and it's so much more comfortable than the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Again, also coming with the design of the device, this is designed like a Note, and with a Note, we all know with a Note, you're supposed to be really holding it with one hand and then with the pen and doing what you have to do. And just only one odd times you'd use only your fingers to tap across the screen. But the S22, the Note series is supposed to be held by hand with the pen and go about your day. And that's what they're trying to do with the S22 Ultra. And the S series is not a phone that you should be using the pen. It's literally pick up and go. The sides and the edges of the S22 Ultra, I'm not a fan of. It's got a flat top and it's got a flat bottom. And you know, we like things with a bit of a bumper, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's got that design of the flat top and the flat bottom, like I said, and then it's got this really rectangle kind of looking feel kind of thing going on the phone, which again dates with the Samsung Galaxy Note series as well. I'm not really a fan of it, but it is what it is. We don't tell Samsung how to design their phone. They design it, we buy it, we review it, and we make videos on it. And that's pretty much all it is. And now, coming to the front of the display, the displays are absolutely beautiful. There's no complaint there whatsoever. Look at that, beautiful. If I should say there's a difference, at all, I would say the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is a little bit more vibrant than the S21 Ultra. Yeah, it's a little bit more vibrant, if I can say there's a difference, but just by a tiny little bit. You have to be looking at these phones literally really in depth to actually pick up these differences, but in all its worth, it just looks absolutely stunning, these two screens of these devices. Obviously, the S22 Ultra is beautiful because you get more screen real estate because of the wider profile of the device, while the S21 Ultra is a little bit more thinner on the thinner side, as you can see there, comparing side by side. the S22 Ultra is a little bit wider, more wider than the S22 Ultra, which means you get more screen real estate, which is very, very nice. But then when it comes to actually holding devices with one hand, you can't really hold the S22 Ultra comfortably and, you know, with one hand and not really think you might drop it, especially if you have small hands. Not everyone has big hands like me. It feels nice to hold, but I'd rather hold the S21 Ultra because of its nice curvature, just edges, which just sits really nicely on my palm like that, and on my finger as well, which is very nice. But with this, because it has a right angle edge to it, it kind of feels like it's stabbing into my palm right there, my finger there as well, my pinky. It feels like it's stabbing into it. But with this one, like I said, it's got that nice curvature to it, which just sits really, really nice on your hand when you're actually using the device, which is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, coming to the camera as well, the module, obviously both of them are using the 108 megapixel sensors on them, which, I mean, the 108 megapixel sensor is a little bit of a hit and miss for me, because sometimes it performs, sometimes it doesn't perform, and especially when you go into video mode, it just does not perform at all. Especially if it's a cloudy day and you're inside of the house, it's low, not particularly low light. If you're not getting enough light coming in from the natural light, you're going to struggle with your videos or your footages or whatever that you have with the Samsung Galaxy S, the Galaxy S series basically. But when you're outside and it's beaming it out there with the sunshine and the day is really bright and everything, you can get some pretty good shots from these two devices, if I'm honest with you. But on a cloudy day, just put these phones away and pick up your main camera, your big camera that its job is to actually, you know, make good photos and make good content. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the main differences between these two phones. I'm not gonna go in depth with the whole verse video. You can go check out someone else's video to obviously get more insights of the difference with these two devices on the inside. But I mean, for the outside and for the obvious things that you can notice straight out the bat with these two devices, yeah, it's good, it's nice, but I think the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra for me all day long. I mean, I am gonna daily drive this for a little bit because I'm gonna be doing a review on it as well, but I feel like I'm still gonna be going back to the S21 Ultra because it just feels really, really nice in my hands. Anyway, so that's been the comparison between the S22 Ultra and the S21 Ultra. I will be comparing it as well with my Z Fold 3 series, which is literally sitting at the back there as well. So yeah, I haven't actually seen these phones side by side. Today is my first time seeing the S21 and the S22 Ultra side by side, which is really nice. They look really, really nice together, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, can't wait to see it with the Z Fold 3. I'm gonna be comparing that as well with you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to smack that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, comment down below and tell me if there's any big changes or anything like that you've noticed from these devices that I haven't actually mentioned out to you guys today. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.